Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Gun. Get wide.
Greg.
Delta.
On first down, it's Newton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start them out. Has them at the 45 already. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Newton on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the
Nice play there to force the When you're the underdogs and you're playing, you have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
You can get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making.
Defensive teams think they come.
Scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Bell. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming.
It's fourth down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Now Gordon. And shutting him off, now open field. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Hey, watch the slant.
Gun.
Hey!
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Green brings it in. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any. Now Bell hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 31, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Slam. Check. Crunch.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, it's Bell.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Now it's Newton. And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
20. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete. It's Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down, it's Bell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
From the 45 on second down, Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Newton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's Kelsey on the ground. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 39. And the kick by Butker is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yeah, Jeff. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Gordon on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Go, go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Game situation, let's go. Hey, let's go, Mike 50. Mike,
throwing now, Jackson on first down, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check your hot read. Mike 28. 22's coming, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Newton. And that's complete. It's Green here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Newton on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it?
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go one more. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap. Hey, check it up, go. Mike is a 50. It's a 6. Pull it. High. 1. Ain't no look at.
Here's Jackson. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is Gordon. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
It's our time. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 3 buzz.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After splitting the uprights, Maddens to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We got to step it up.
Now Newton on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Check in. Go, Kyle.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the Chargers first down.
Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jackson to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game. Exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Newton now to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for our visitors, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.